It might be difficult to find your ideal match at times, but it becomes considerably more difficult if you're a Sigma man. Clever and self-reliant person. While physical characteristics are important, they are definitely not the only thing you look for. You would never be content with just a pretty face or a person's body. This is deeper than mere looks, but it is also what sets you apart from your alpha and beta counterparts. You may have a unique set of standards for the ideal woman in your life, and you don't go for the typical traits that other guys call perfect, making it difficult to find someone who meets all your criteria. When it comes to relationships, Sigma men are very picky and can be very specific about what they want. Here are 7 characteristics of the ideal woman for Sigma men. The first is that she doesn't give other guys the time of day if she's already with you. Have you ever noticed how some women react to flirtations from other guys, even when they're already in a relationship? They smile, giggle, and maybe flirt back a little. They might not consider it cheating, but it makes you uncomfortable while other guys might not mind. Being loyal is one way that Sigma men demonstrate their importance for their partners, and they would never put up with this kind of conduct. They want a woman who understands when to stop. A naturally amiable person is not the same as someone who is acting strangely. If she is with you, she should let everyone know that she is not welcome. A Sigma guy does not want to feel as though he must continually monitor his partner's relationships with other men in order to win her attention or affection. No matter how subtle or innocent, the ideal lady for him would never place him in this situation. It would appear from their flirtations that she would never cause him to doubt her allegiance or feel uneasy. Sigma men will never accept that kind of behavior because they want a woman who respects herself and the relationship enough to ignore those other men attempting to get her attention. She must know how to end those flirtations professionally and politely without causing any needless drama. This does not imply being possessive or controlling, rather, it is about mutual respect and trust. Would you like your partner to entertain other men's advances when they know you're not comfortable with them? She doesn't amuse them. When the Sigma man commits, he commits completely and expects the same level of commitment in return. Imagine that you're on a journey that keeps getting higher and higher, and the last thing you need is doubt or drama pulling you down. With the right woman by your side, there's no room for distractions. She doesn't need the validation because she makes it clear that she has taken no mixed signals, no ambiguity, just clarity. She doesn't just tell you she's loyal, she shows it every day. If you're a Sigma and want to be sure your woman won't be influenced by a flashy guy or a smooth talker, it's her unwavering character that you find truly beautiful, even more so than any physical attributes. There's a certain calm and confidence that comes from knowing your partner isn't easily swayed by fleeting attractions. It's one less worry for you, and that's priceless. Secondly, she never makes you feel embarrassed, especially in front of others. Let's discuss a scenario that you have undoubtedly seen 100 times. You're at a gathering, such as a family meal or a business function, and everyone is enjoying themselves until your spouse suddenly says something that makes you grimace. You wish you could vanish for a second since it's loud in front of everyone and you know it won't return. You can feel the heat rising up your neck. Embarrassment, it sticks around much longer than the event itself. Now let's flip that script. Believe being with someone who would never put you in that position, someone who values your dignity and respect enough to never embarrass you specifically in front of others. That's what Sigma men look for. It's not just about saving face, it's about common respect and understanding. When you're with her, you're not worried about some offhand comment or joke that'll make you the butt of a discussion. She's got your back always, and you do the same for her. She understands the role of keeping your private matters private. If something needs going over, it'll happen behind closed doors, one-on-one. No need to air it out in front of friends, colleagues, or regardless strangers. When she speaks, it's with intention and kindness, never to undermine you or make you feel small. And this isn't just concerning keeping the peace, it's about having a partner who communicates with honor and thoughtfulness. When you're on the same page, it shows people notice that you're a team, not just two individuals coexisting. Nevertheless, not everyone pays attention to this until they find themselves stuck with someone who constantly mocks them in public. While it might not seem like a big deal to some, Sigma men would never do that to their partners. Number 3. She doesn't need male attention to feel worthy. Many women out there simply can't live without that constant male attention. They're always posting those provocative photos, thirsty for those dopamine likes from men. People make mistakes if they want to settle a dispute, even in the heat of an argument, but the right person will never make you feel humiliated in public. It's not the kind of woman a Sigma man is looking for. It's not just about the pictures or the clothes. It's about the mindset behind it. While attention and compliments are great, this is not how you would want your woman to derive her self-esteem. There's a big difference between enjoying them and needing them to feel hold up. Every ping and like gives them that fleeting rush of feeling wanted and desired, even in public. They look around to see who's checking them out and making sure they're wearing something attractive enough. If you're a Sigma, you want a woman who doesn't need to brag about her anti-acolytes. She's beyond that. Her confidence comes from within, not from the number of likes on a social media post. When she walks into a room, she owns it, not because of what she's wearing or how many heads she turns, but because of the energy she carries. She doesn't chase after compliments or let the shallow praise get to her. Instead, she stands tall because she knows that her value is independent. This woman doesn't play games or post pictures to get attention. She's genuine, and that's what makes her ideal partner for a Sigma man who doesn't want to deal with drama or insecurities. He wants a queen who enhances his life, not complicates it. The fourth, she doesn't act upset to get you to ask what's wrong. You have no idea how many women engage in this tactic. They will act upset to see if you're interested enough to inquire about what's wrong. If you're a Sigma guy, you value honesty and directness, so if there's an issue, you expect her to come straight out and say it. No guessing games, no emotional traps. It's like they're testing you to see whether you're paying attention. When you walk through the door after a long day at work, you can tell that something is wrong because she is giving you the silent treatment or giving you hints that something is bothering her. When you ask her what's wrong, she simply says nothing, but her actions suggest otherwise, creating a guessing game that no Sigma man wants to play. When a warning light flashes on your dashboard while you're driving, you naturally want to figure out what's wrong. However, what if there was only a malfunctioning sensor attempting to get your attention? That would be tedious and annoying. If there's a problem, Sigma men would rather talk about it honestly and find a solution. Therefore, they prefer women who mean what they say. She realizes that there is power and honesty, but this doesn't mean she can't be weak or have terrible days. There are no mind tricks or secret agendas. Just open conversation and mutual understanding. She doesn't play emotional hide and seek number 5 or bottle up her emotions when other women look at you. Some women get really jealous when another woman looks at you. It's like their world stops and they start watching everything you do, waiting for you to make a mistake. They may even start acting strangely, giving you the cold shoulder, or starting fights out of the blue. It's exhausting to deal with unfounded accusations and constant suspicion when all you want is peace of mind. It doesn't matter if you're just keeping the door open for a female coworker or if someone compliments your attire. For some women, any interaction with the opposite sex is potentially cheating as a Sigma man. You know how absurd this can be. The ideal woman for a Sigma man isn't like that. She has her confidence unlocked, so when another woman looks at you, she doesn't break a sweat or feel insecure. Instead, she is unconcerned because she knows her worth and fully trusts you. It's as if they're trying to create drama where none exists. No abrupt attitude changes, no sly side glances, and most definitely no questioning about where you've been or who you've been with. Imagine that you're at a restaurant and a waitress is being overly friendly just because you're a good tipper or because she's having a good day. Imagine how oppressive it would feel to have someone question everything you do, even if you haven't done anything wrong. Of course, you're not accountable for someone else's insecurities, but it's still exhausting to deal with it. This is why a Sigma man would never choose a woman who plays the games. That's for middle school, not a serious relationship. Number 6. When looking for a partner, Sigma men avoid doing this precisely because, although they typically don't complain about much, they do have things on their minds that they want to share with someone who will listen carefully. We've all been there, trying to share something important and feeling like we're talking to a wall. Have you ever been interrupted mid-sentence or had someone judge you before you even finished your thought? It hurts, doesn't it? The Sigma man requires a woman who listens without passing judgment or cutting you off in the middle. She is composed and calm, and when you speak, she truly listens, not just nods or waits for her turn to speak, because she is genuinely interested in what you have to say. This type of woman concentrates entirely on you, her eyes are on you, her empathy is evident, and she listens with an open mind and heart, taking in your words without passing judgment. Number 7, this woman isn't just nice to you when she wants something. Do you know how some women act really sweet when they need something from you? They butter you up with kind words, extra smiles, and maybe even a back rub. They're friendly and attentive, but as soon as they get what they want, that charm disappears. It feels like having a steady anchor in the stormy seas of life. She's the person you can count on to hear you out without any conditions attached. There's something incredibly calming about being heard without judgment, especially in those moments of vulnerability. If you're a Sigma, that's definitely not the kind of woman you're looking for. You're looking for someone who's consistent, genuine, and grounded in how she treats people regardless of what's in it for her. She's honest and nice all the time for a Sigma man, not just when she needs help or wants to borrow something. Fades away, you can easily sense the shift, and that extra sweetness is nowhere to be found. It's like flipping a switch, and you can't help but feel used. A flawless lady doesn't have a secret purpose. She is the same person whether she is requesting a favor or just hanging out. Her generosity is a natural part of who she is and not a tactic she employs to control circumstances. She's genuine because she's thoughtful even when there's nothing to gain. When you're feeling low, she'll be there to support you without asking anything in return. If you're going through a difficult time, she'll listen and lend a helping hand without expecting anything in return. Her actions speak loudly because she knows that her love for you depends more on who you are than on what you can do for her. A relationship with this type of lady is balanced and peaceful. There is no game of guesswork or hidden agendas. Just genuine affection and respect.